Oh, all kinds of stuff.
Business, what?
Yeah, we do. We have 3 business lines. We've got corporate, and we've got meetings and incentives, and then we have vacation travel, which under that falls our destination weddings as well. So we kind of everything travel. That's what we do with Fox. So if any travel needs you have, if you're even thinking about it, if you own a company or something, give us a call and we can help you.
Okay. And I hear today if we text FWT to the hotline, we get a bounce back. What do we get this week?
This week, we are so excited to talk about our big Black Friday sale. There is so much going on with the upcoming holidays. So with our Fox exclusive Black Friday sale, if you text FWT to 855-616-1620, you are going to get a link that will take you to some of the most amazing offers that we have this year. I know we have that big sale in July, but this encompasses more than that. So we have up to 80% off public cruise fares, which is crazy. Up to $1,000 off per couple with select Fox Group Vacations, which is my department, and then also up to $600 off all-inclusive vacations. So if they're thinking about going yet in 25, you saw that snow on Thursday, so it's time to start thinking. But I wouldn't wait too long. This is a perfect time now. See what's out there. It's getting pretty limited, especially with some of the charter flights out of Milwaukee. We do have some space, I think. I wasn't in yesterday. I know it was selling fast, but I think we still have some space to Punta Cana and possibly Negril. So take a peek at our Fox Group. It's called Spec Space, where we just hold space back because we knew it was going to get popular.
Sure.
So we got some good prices held for you and some space on those charter flights.
So I texted FWT. If you do it in all caps, it's best because that it locks it in place and you don't get spell corrected to get.
Correct.
Which sometimes happens. So FWT. I texted that to 855-616-1620. And I see all these things you just mentioned. I also see on that same spot, contact a travel advisor. I can do that, and I can fill out the form and give all the information about what I'm looking for. Can I book any of this myself on the website?
There's some of that. Yes, you can definitely book on the website, especially our space. Take a peek at that. As soon as you pop into that, it does give you options to book on your own. That's especially on the weekends like now. If you really want to lock something in, you can do that on our group vacations. Get that taken care of, and then on Monday, someone will follow up with you and make sure that everything is kosher and has your credit card, and they'll start getting that charged. Nothing will be charged online, which is kind of nice because we want to verify everything first, and it's make sure that it's all safe and that as well.
If you want to do it not on your phone, because there's a lot of information here, you go to foxworldtravel.com, just search in the top right-hand corner, Black Friday, and it pulls up everything for you as well. So
absolutely,
we are into it. An hour's worth of talking about travel, and we'd love to hear from you. 855-616-1620, the WTMJ talk and text line. It is the Fox World Travel Show on WTMJ.
It's great to get back home when your castle grounds are grand. Outdoor Living Unlimited is a company that does just that. As in their name, your outdoor living can be grand and the possibilities are unlimited. Patios, decks, water and fire features, lighting, pathways, pergolas, outdoor kitchens. Unleash your imagination out there, then turn Outdoor Living Unlimited loose. Travel the world and always come home to your dream destination. Start with a voyage to Brookfield's OutdoorLivingUnlimited.com.
Monica, what delightful surprise do you have for us this Christmas?
I've been waiting all day for your big reveal.
Take a look and tell me what you see.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
I see the North Star, that guiding light that always lets you know where you are.
The North Star is important to you?
Sitting directly above the axis of the Earth, it's the only star in the sky that never moves. It's always there for you.
Sarah?
I see the star that stood high over Bethlehem 2,000 years ago.
Starlight, star bright, first star I see tonight. I wish I may, I wish I might.
Monica, it's fabulous.
Nicole Lasker designed it.
I love her.
What's it called?
The Star of Hope. We have them in sterling silver with 4 diamonds for just $198. And in white gold with bigger and bigger diamonds at prices up to $19.98.
I love it.
I love it even more than Rick does.
The Star of Hope.
For the location of the Kesslers nearest you, visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
I remember a guy by the name of Al Stankovich.
Oh, yes.
Ben and Arvid Huth.
brothers, and owners of Penny Mustard Furnishings.
I have never seen children so well behaved as his children. And I remember saying to him, wow, your kids are well behaved. He looked at me and said, well, we work on it. His son looked at me and says, yep, he works on it. I'll never forget that line from his son, who was maybe 8, 9 years old at the time. But Al and his wife bought, it was the first big bedroom set we ever sold. It was the Paramount bedroom set. It was a beautiful bedroom set we had at the time, made in Spencer, Wisconsin. I don't think he knew, and I think we were scared to tell him that it was the biggest sale we ever made at the point in time, but it was an absolute huge sale. I think we were dancing after he walked out the door.
Well, I think we were in the store at 11:30 or midnight, just visiting with them. They're just
nice people.
Really nice people, and it was just one of the perfect all-around transactions.
Yes.
Nice people.
Good customer, just a good guy. His wife was really nice.
Yep.
I remember that sale.
I delivered that.
See more at pennymustard.com.
Gene Miller here for my friends at Hometown Windows and Doors. Unfortunately, it's not too early to start thinking about those upcoming heating bills. At Hometown's huge New Berlin showroom, you can compare energy-efficient windows from Anderson, Pella, Marvin, and more. Like me, you'll get a dedicated project consultant to guide you to the products that best fit your home, style, and budget, along with employee carpenters who respect your home. Do what I did. Contact Hometown Windows and Doors today. Hometown with an E for your every window and door need. 414-329-1200 or online at hometownwindows.com.
Planning a vacation? We've got you covered. You're listening to the Fox World Travel Show with Rose Gray on WTMJ.
Today, Colleen Allsberg in for Rose Gray. My name's Dayton Kane. Going to be mostly cloudy, a high of 44 today with a 38 temperature right now in Milwaukee. Get outside, enjoy it because it gets cold later on this coming week for Thanksgiving week. All right, let's take some calls right away. 855-616-1620. Jane in Cedarburg, good morning. What's your question?
Yeah, hi. I have a group of about 25 to 30 people that would like to go to Oktoberfest in Munich next year. And we can handle the flights and the hotels, but we're having a hard time figuring out how to reserve tables in one of the tents.
Yeah, that's a really difficult thing. And in fact, we've got a group going to Oktoberfest next year, September 24th. It's a tour that actually starts in Berlin, and then we do Dresden. We spend 3 nights in Munich, spend a day at Oktoberfest, then we do Salzburg and Vienna. So it's a little bit more. We've got tables and we've got tickets for it already, but they are very hard to come by. So that's why we held space and did a tour. My suggestion is maybe if you've got that many people and you just want to do Oktoberfest and you're looking just to stay in Munich, then I would get a hold of one of our advisors or even fill out our form, give them all the details of your dates, what you want to do. Then we'd have to look into getting tables and tickets. I believe we have to give ours back already in January. So maybe in January something might be out there that they could pick up. So maybe that would work for you.
Okay, yeah, I'll go to your website and I'll fill out the form and see what you guys can do.
Perfect.
Great. Okay.
All right, Jane, have
Thank
fun.
you.
Sounds like a great trip. 855-616-1620. Let's go to Nancy in Big Bend. Good morning, Nancy. What's your question?
Good morning. I'm just wondering if Colleen has a recommendation for a park and stay in the Chicago O'Hare area and or a just parking structure that we can stay at or park
Sure. Absolutely. I know this, it's an old hotel, but we do use the Sheraton Four Points just off of Schiller Park, and it's perfect location. It's right off of I-94. They do have secure parking. It's got pretty good rates. We've been using them for quite a while. In fact, I've got a group going to Costa Rica in January, and we will be staying down there. They did give us Fox World travel rates, so we can always check on that for you. It's not high end hotel wise, but it's just such a good location. They've got large vehicles that take you into the airport, so they can kind of plan on if there's big groups there, they'll have enough people to take you over to the airport and drop you off and pick you up. And as far as parking structures, they really have gone away from those. There used to be like Wally Park and Exec Park and all that down there, and a lot of those places are no longer available. So I think one of your best bets is going to be check out the Sheraton 4 Points, get a rate for a park and stay there. You can also just park there. I believe it's $15 a day just to park your car, so you don't have to stay. And then if you want to check some other hotels in the area too, I know that the old Holiday Inn and Suites has a structure so you can keep your car inside.
Okay, thanks for your time.
You're welcome.
All right, thank you, Nancy. 855-616-1620, WTMJ Talk and Text Line. Doris in Beloit, good morning. What's your question?
Good morning. My family's going to be going to Costa Rica next August, and we're kind of planning it ourselves, but we want to get 18 plane tickets at one time. Is that something that Fox World Travel would help with, or can I just get on the website and get 18 tickets at a time?
18 tickets can be a little bit daunting for you, so I'd probably suggest, again, filling out our form online and telling them the dates, exactly what you need, how many tickets you need, where you're flying out of and into. I know there's 2 airports in Costa Rica, and they can see if they can do some group air tickets for you, which puts in place, that'll hold the seats for you until a certain point when they have to ticket it. The only difference it is with doing group air is that you usually can't get seats until you ticket your tickets, and that could just, if you're not too worried about where your seats are, that's just kind of keep that in mind. It's usually 30 days prior to travel that they do the ticketing on those. I don't know. You probably have to call the airline direct to get that many tickets. They could do it themselves, but we're the experts at it, so that's who I would go to.
Okay, so you could just call today or wait till Monday? What's better?
Yeah, we're open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Okay.
866-GO-FOX-GO is
Thank
that
you
number?
so much.
Thanks,
You're
Doris. Up to 80% off public cruise rates, up to $1,000 off per couple on Fox Group vacations, save up to $600 on all-inclusive vacations. We're talking about the big Black Friday sale that's going on. If you text FWT to 855-616-1620. You'll get the link that shows you everything that's going on with this. The Black Friday sale, 855-616-1620. Text FWT to get the link. We'll be back. It is the Fox World Travel Show on WTMJ.
Don't miss Fox World Travel's Black Friday offers available now. Let our vacation experts help you choose the perfect all-inclusive resort or cruise to escape the cold with exclusive deals up to 78% off from partners like Apple Vacations, Delta Vacations, Princess Cruises, or Celebrity Cruises. Don't miss out. These huge but limited Black Friday offers are only available with promo code Black Friday. Visit foxworldtravel.com to DIY online or call 866-GO-FOX-GO today.
Call quality for the signature service you deserve. We get it right. We're a family business, taking care of families like yours. And you can trust our professional people to get it right. Call quality for the signature service you deserve. For the signature service you deserve. We get it right. We're a family business, taking care of families like yours. And you can trust our professional people to get it right. Call quality for the signature service you deserve. Call quality for the signature service you deserve.
Call Quality, now offering heating, cooling, plumbing, and electric.
Hasseless Mattress has activated Black Friday Plus through December 2nd. Get a new mattress, plus additional savings, plus 2 free Remy memory foam pillows on select mattresses. Get a Queen Serta Perfect Sleeper Oakmont A mattress. Others sell it for $26.10, but our price is just $8.88. Others sell the King Sealy Posturepedic Golden Acres A for $22.88. Get it now for just $10.95. Plus, big savings on Beauty Rest too. Find an employee-free showroom near you at Hasselist.com.
Take your travel tips from the travel experts. Welcome back to the Fox World Travel Show with Rose Gray on WTMJ.
Colleen Ellsberg in for Rose Gray. My name is Dayton Kane. And coming up next segment, Gigi Bramage, the world-renowned travel host,
Yeah,
going to be on with us.
Can't wait to talk to her. It's been so long.
Yeah, just
so
after
happy to
9:30, she'll be checking in. So
Yeah.
that'll be nice. Let's talk about SAS. First of all, what does that mean and what's going on with it?
Yeah, I've got an email today from my boss, the big boss, the chairman of the board, and he said,
Okay.
should check out SAS. They've got some Black Friday deals, and SAS is Scandinavian Airlines. And even if you don't fly SAS, they've got a Euro bonus promotion that awards bonuses for flying with any SkyTeam partner, and I believe American is part of that. But you can earn 10,000, 100,000, up to $1 million extra bonus points. So
Million?
if
My
you're an
goodness.
international traveler, you might want to look into SAS's Euro bonus promotion for Black Friday.
Nice.
Interesting.
So check that out. 855-616-1620. If you have questions, let's go to Gwen. Good morning. What's your question?
Hi, I'm flying out on Wednesday, and I have an overhead bag. But my question is, how large can my personal bag be? In other words, my quote purse.
What airline are you flying?
Delta.
Delta, you should be fine with your carry-on. I've taken up to, for my personal item, a small backpack, actually. So I've had like a roller bag and a small backpack, which would be probably the biggest I would do for a personal item. I think with Delta, they're pretty large planes, so you should be fine with even like a larger purse. Should be perfectly fine.
So I'm using something that's not a quote purse. It's like a bag with two straps that I can put over my shoulder.
Yep, that's
beach bag almost.
Yeah, like a tote or something, or a bigger purse.
Yeah, I mean it's probably 18 by 12.
Yeah, that's fine. I know she's listening. Rose Gray carries something very similar as her purse every time, so I think you'll be absolutely fine.
I was afraid they say that's not a purse, that's another suitcase.
Yeah, no, you'll be absolutely fine with that. If it looks like a purse, it'll be just perfect.
All right. Have a great trip.
Well, I guess it doesn't really look like a purse. It looks like a bag. Anyway.
You'll be fine.
All right. Thanks, Gwen. Let's go to Joe in Franksville. Good morning, Joe. What's your question?
Hey, good morning. I'm flying United to New Orleans, and I need to use a walker, and I'm just wondering how that works on a flight.
You'll be perfectly fine. You'll just use the walker until you get to the gangway or the getting on the plane. And right before you get on the plane, they'll put a ticket on it, like a label, and then you'll hand that to. They'll put it under the plane for you while you're flying. And then when you get to New Orleans, they will put that walker back out just outside the plane for you, and you'll be absolutely fine.
Okay, I was hoping that was the case, so thank you so much.
You're
Thank
very
you, Joe.
welcome.
Have a great weekend. 855-616-1620, the WTMJ talk and text line. This text says, Morning, Colleen. Do you know who's hosting traveling from Fox Travel to the Brews and Views trip in 2025?
I do not. Actually,
that's
isn't that
not
crazy?
been announced yet?
No, it hasn't been announced yet, and I don't think I can do it because I've got 2 other trips planned at that time, but somebody great from Fox Group Vacations will be with you. We've got Kate, we've got Barb, we've got Rose, so I'm not sure who it's going to be, but we'll
Keep listening, Wade.
Yeah.
We'll announce when we know, and
Yep.
thank you for the text. Another one here. I am in Medicare, so I buy travel insurance every year for the year. Is there a best time to purchase this? Do they ever have sales?
I don't think for travel insurance that they have sales, but when I buy my yearly insurance for travel, I always buy it as close to the first trip that I'm taking, because then it'll be good for that whole year from that first trip. If you buy it in, let's say you're buying it in January and you're not going till March, you're kind of wasting 2 months of insurance. So I just wait until the very last second and buy it right before I leave.
How soon is last second? Like the day before, a week before, 2 weeks?
A day before is fine.
Really? You
Yeah,
can
I've
do
done
it
that before. Absolutely. We use Travel Guard, and they have a great yearly plan that all of the tour managers use at Fox. So we always buy it about a day before, because you're covered from the time you put the date in until the next year.
Okay. Just make sure you remember to do it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay. 855-616-1620, the WTMJ talk and text line. You want to get a hold of Fox World Travel, it's very easy. Just go to foxworldtravel.com, or you can call them Monday through Friday, 866-GO-FOX-GO. That's 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday, 866-GO-FOX-GO. We have another half hour to go, but now we take a break over the WTMJ Breaking News Center with David Ozady Scott. Good morning, David.
Good morning, Dayton. Pleading not guilty by mental disease or defect, 16-year-old Eric Mendoza entered the plea in court today, Friday. Mendoza's lawyer are working with the doctor for a competency evaluation. He is accused of 6 felonies, including 1 first-degree intentional homicide and physical abuse of a child and the death of a 5-year-old Prince McKee. His co-conspirator, David Patura, was sentenced to life in prison without parole in July. Mendoza is due back in court in February. Friday night shooting in Milwaukee. Milwaukee police are investigating a non-fatal shooting that occurred Friday night near East North and Farwell Avenue. The 32-year-old victim was taken to the hospital for treatment of injuries. The circumstances leading up to the shooting are under investigation. Milwaukee police continue to seek unknown suspects. Anyone with information is asked to contact Milwaukee police or the Crime Stoppers tip line. 2 teens arrested for making terroristic threats in Stoughton. The 14 and 15-year-olds are accused of intentionally causing public fear and panic using social media. The threats closed Stoughton High School on November 14th after an anonymous tip was sent to the Speak Up, Speak Out tip line. Taking a look at the roads with your WTMJ Johnson & Sons paving time saver traffic. All routes are clear this Saturday morning with Milwaukee no major delays or slowdowns. Here is your WTMJ 5-day forecast. Today, mostly cloudy, high of 46. Tonight, mostly cloudy, low of 36. Sunday, mostly cloudy, high of 50. Monday, cloudy with a chance of rain with a high of 50. Tuesday, cooling off, partly cloudy with a high of 36. Wednesday, slight chance of a wintry mix, high of 38. Right now in Madison, it is 37 degrees. In Green Bay, 38. In Waukesha, 37. And in Milwaukee, 38 degrees. I'm David Ozady Scott, citing Unlimited WTMJ News Time 9:31.
When we're out in your town, come say hi to us as we broadcast live from the Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin mobile studio.
Anytime you hear us when we're out on the road, you can find us live from our brand new mobile studio.
Whether it be Summerfest, EAA, Opening Day, Air and Water Show,
wherever we may be, you can see us on the radio, live from the Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin mobile studio.
We are Wisconsin's radio station.
Wisconsin's radio station.
We are Wisconsin's radio station.
We are Wisconsin's radio station.
WTMJ.
Well, now that the time is right and you're ready to make it happen, I can tell you this. We've installed hundreds of all-glass shower enclosures, and the one thing customers like best about them is that they have virtually no framework, and that's a positive on a number of levels. First off, the less framework you have, the easier your cleanup is going to be. And secondly, when you have virtually no framework on your all-glass shower enclosure, not only does the glass show well, but it also allows for the beautiful tile work that a lot of folks are having done these days to be a real aesthetic focal point. And when we install your all-glass shower enclosure with nearly maintenance-free shower guard glass, you're going to be cleaning it less and enjoying it a whole lot more. This is Stacy Sinks with Less's Glass Service. If it's a new glass shower door, fogged or broken insulated glass replacement, or affordable glass and mirror home decor that you've been looking for, you just can't pass on Less's Glass. Less's Glass Service, serving all of southeastern Wisconsin. Find us at lessglassservice.com.
Staying active, essential for overall health. Proper medical support, essential for staying active. WTMJ's Vince Vitrano for Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin. Whether it's keeping a weekend warrior like me on the tennis court or keeping young athletes in the game, you want the best in sports medicine, that's OAW. Surgeons, nurses, and physical therapists help you recover from injury, avoid injury in the future, and enhance performance. Get care 7 days a week. Walk right in at an Ortho ASAP clinic or book an appointment online at orthowisconsin.com.
Plan a perfect vacation, no matter your budget. This is the Fox World Travel Show on WTMJ.
You can find the Fox World Travel Show podcast on Spotify, Apple, wherever you get your podcasts. And, of course, it gets posted at foxworldtravel.com as well. Colleen Alsberg in for Rose Gray this week. My name's Dayton Kane, and Black Friday coming up this coming Friday after Thanksgiving on Thursday. However, as we know, everybody does Black Friday sales early now.
Yes, we had to join the party.
So we've
Absolutely.
joined the party. 855-616-1620 is the number. You text FWT to that number, and you will get the link to the Black Friday sale. Run through just some of the things that are on there again for us, Colleen.
We've got some cruise sales, we've got some group sales, and we've got some wonderful bargains yet for spring break, which
Exclusive.
are exclusive. And they're hard
Yeah.
to find because we are the only ones holding space out of Milwaukee. So if you want to get to Jamaica, give us a call on Monday and let's get this booked because
All
there's
right.
some great prices too.
So get the link, 855-616-1620. Text FWT. That's the same number you call or text in with questions. So let's go through some of those. We're flying with TSA PreCheck in 3 weeks for the first time. What are the rules for going through security with this?
This is very easy and you're going to really enjoy it. The first thing I would suggest, though, before you leave the check-in counter, look at your boarding pass and make sure that it says TSA PreCheck on it. Because if you don't look at that and you get up there, they're going to say, I'm sorry, you got to go to the regular line. So just verify that before you walk away from that counter.
Good advice.
And then when you get to the TSA PreCheck area, there will be plenty of signage that will say TSA PreCheck. That's the line you get into. And you realize you don't have to take your coats off. You don't have to take your shoes off. You don't have to take anything out of your bags. Just kind of watch what everybody is doing in front of you, and then you'll be perfectly fine to get through TSA quickly and easily.
Sounds lovely. 855-616-1620. Joanne in Franklin texts, I'm going to the New Zealand-Australia trip in February. Will my cell phone work there? And should I get some money here for both countries? What do you think?
Yes. I would say yes to all of the above. But first of all, with your cell phone, call your provider and check to see if they have plans for international travel and make sure that it works in both Australia and New Zealand. And then, yes, I would probably get maybe about $200 USD in that currency for each country, just so you have something to work with and you can use it for tips and also for coffees and restaurants and shopping. So having a little bit in your pocket is always nice.
All right. Dan in New Berlin texts into 855-616-1620. We have traveled with Fox before and enjoyed your experience and input. We were wondering, when doing a Panama Canal cruise, which is more desirable, going from Pacific to Atlantic or Atlantic to Pacific?
Oh, wow. I think
That's
either.
very specific.
Yeah, that's very specific. I've actually done 3 Panama Canal cruises. And first of all, yay for doing the full cruise through the full transit, because I think that's the coolest way to do the Panama Canal. There's nothing better than going from ocean to ocean in one day. It's pretty amazing. So the only way I've ever done it, and I think it's probably a little more desirable, is that I have gone starting in San Diego or on the West Coast, and then coming down through Mexico and Central America, going through the Panama Canal one day, and then ending in Fort Lauderdale. And the only reason I think that's more desirable for me is because it's a shorter flight home from Fort Lauderdale.
there you go.
But if you don't care about that, I just think it's kind of neat doing it from the Pacific to the Atlantic. You see the new locks that are out there. Not guaranteed that you'd be going through it. It just depends on the size of the ship that you're going through. But there's nothing better than coming down from Mexico, and the cruise ships have kind of I think they pay more money to get through the locks than everybody else. So you're just passing cargo ship from all over the world, and you're seeing just hundreds of ships as you're coming through. And then as you go through, you're usually in a lock with another ship, and you're so close you can practically shake hands with some folks from other countries. It's really an exceptional experience. So I would say either way is fine, but just my personal preference is from the Pacific to the Atlantic.
All right. Mark from Pewaukee texts in, is there any news on nonstops out of Milwaukee to Mexico and the Caribbean?
I don't know if there's any new news there. The biggest thing right now is that they're selling out, and there's not much space left on those charters for nonstops from Milwaukee. It's very seasonal, and because of the weather getting colder now, it's even going to be less availability. So I would probably check on that. Other than that, that's...
When do those nonstops usually run?
They usually run through Easter, so he's got some time yet. Spring break is a big time, so they may put some more planes in, but Easter is usually the cutoff date from December to Easter.
All right, 855-616-1620. That's the number to call or text in with your questions, and also to text FWT to get that link to the Black Friday sales that are going on. Talk a little bit about what you guys do when it comes to, because we got all these group vacations up online, right? So if I go to foxworldtravel.com, I want to go on one of these group travel vacations, but I don't want to spend every minute I have with 30 people that I don't know. Do I have to?
Absolutely not. What we love about our groups is that we do give we do the technical part for you, the logistics on these groups. So let's say we're going on a river cruise to the Rhine. Let's throw that out there. Amsterdam to Basel, Switzerland. You're going with 50 people, which is pretty normal to take a group. But from that point on, you're on the riverboat. You can do pretty much whatever you want. If you want to spend time with the group and meet them and eat with them and pick up your little voice boxes so you go on the same tours, you can absolutely do that. If you want to meet new people, feel free. If you want to kind of do your own thing, you can absolutely do that. And it works as well for the land tours, the same way. We always include the transfers from place to place and the hotels, and we do include tours. We include optional tours, so you're never bound to the group. We're just doing it for ease of travel for you. We send a tour manager along so they can offer suggestions. Also, with a tour director from the local destination, they can offer suggestions. So you're always available to do whatever you want. You never have to spend the whole time with that group if you so wish.
We've done a lot of group travel with Fox World, and the two favorite things that I like, one, you can go do Tracy and I would go do our own thing, but then you come back and there's a group of people you can hang out with and share experiences and talk through what you saw, and it's not just the two of you the whole week, right?
Absolutely.
The other thing is the peace of mind you talk about. There's somebody on that group with you that you can go to say, hey, I need this, or do you know how I could do this? There's just that advisor there that's with you that it makes it so easy. That peace of mind is so nice.
And actually, it just happened to me on my last trip to Egypt. I had a couple of issues. One gentleman, we were tired. It was a long day. He could not find his passport. And thankfully, for some weird reason, I was put next to him on the plane, on the seat, and he was racing off thinking he left it at one of the security areas. I dug in his bag and looked, and I found it. So that was one thing. And then another thing, one of our clients left her backpack at security as well. And we just did what we had to do. I worked with the local tour director, Hazem, got on the phone. He knows everybody in Egypt, so that worked out well. And those are the kind of things that they can come to us and say, hey, I have an issue. And I've stayed in hotels or with people when they were sick. I've gone to hospitals with people when things happen. I've had to send people home. I probably could write a book because it's been almost 30 years of being a tour manager. So that's that security, that safety net that you have when you're on a group tour.
As a tour manager, you're actually working. It's not a vacation for you. You're there to work and help everybody that's on that trip.
I don't vacation with 50 people. I don't know if anybody knows that. I usually would do one, maybe two.
All right. Linda from Oconomowoc on the line. We're going to get to her when we come back. We do need to take a break. It is the Fox World Travel Show on WTMJ.
Planning a getaway? Reserve a parking space that includes superior service and value. Exec Park is the only local family-owned valet parking serving travelers using Mitchell Field for over 42 years. Exec Park has an even greater deal for a limited time just for WTMJ fans. It's just $8.50 a day with cash payment when you mention WTMJ. To get terrific valet parking at this amazing rate, make your required parking reservation today. Call 414-747-1000 or visit execpark.com and tell them you're a fan of WTMJ.
Visit family-owned Ken Michaels Furniture and our in-store design centers where you'll still find beautiful, luxurious, heirloom quality American-made furniture. Right now, save 30 to 35% store-wide and take advantage of our complimentary design services. Whether you're moving, renovating, or updating, our designers will help your vision become a reality. Visit Ken Michaels Furniture in Brookfield on Capitol Drive and in Greenfield on Highway 100 to save 30 to 35% store-wide today. Sleep better and save more with mattresses from Milwaukee Mattress and Ken Michaels Furniture. Handcrafted in our Milwaukee factory, our mattresses utilize natural materials like cotton cushioning, which dissipates body heat, Joma wool quilts for warm wintry nights and cool summer evenings, and natural latex providing superior conformability and pressure relief for aching joints. Stop in today at any Ken Michaels Furniture store and save up to 50% compared to national brands.
Diamonds Direct's once-a-year pre-holiday store-wide sale is almost over. Now through Sunday, get Diamonds Direct's amazing value price. And for the first time, it's even bigger. Get an extra 20% savings. Virtually everything in store is included. It's the big sale Diamonds Direct is famous for. Hurry, this incredible sale ends Sunday and will not be extended. Get the perfect gift you're looking for at the very best price. For the best selection, quality, and price, shop direct. Diamonds Direct. For details, visit diamondsdirect.com.
Those who don't have 20/20 vision usually do something about it. But many who can't breathe freely through their nose just live with it, not realizing they can have 20/20 breathing. At Advent, we're out to change that. With 20/20 breathing, you'll have fewer sinus infections, more energy, you'll sleep better, and you will live better. I'm Dr. Madan Kandula. In 2006, Advent pioneered the balloon sinuplasty procedure. And since, thousands of our patients can tell you, this simple 20-minute in-office solution really works. Balloon sinuplasty can give you 20/20 breathing so you can breathe freely through both nostrils with your mouth closed day and night. And that can change your life.
Go to adventknows.com to schedule your appointment because Advent knows when you breathe well, you live better. Results may vary.
Gotta get away? No one does it better. Back to more of the Fox World Travel Show on WTMJ.
Darn it, Isaac, now I want a beer.
That sounds good, doesn't it?
Isaac in the producer's booth, thank you for doing a great job as always. It's been busy today, a lot of calls coming in, so let's get to some more. 855-616-1620, the WTMJ Talking Text Line. Dayton Kane and Colleen Alsberg here today on the Fox World Travel Show. Let's go to Linda in Oconomowoc. Thanks for hanging on. What's your question? Linda.
Yes, I am flying the nonstop flight Milwaukee to Puerto Vallarta at the end of January on Alaska Airlines, and I am wondering, do I need to fill out that FMM? I think that's the immigration form online in order to enter and depart Puerto Vallarta.
Well, I have not flown to Puerto Vallarta in quite a while, and I'm trying. I know that the immigration forms that we used to fill out, they no longer even hand them out on the planes. So I'd have to look that up for you, Linda, to double check. But I know on the way back, if you're flying into Milwaukee, they may give you one of those blue forms to fill out that are pretty easy. But I'd have to look that up. Everybody's really getting away from forms. In fact, since COVID, I just got back from Europe and I did not have to fill out a form at all either direction, which is really quite different.
Okay.
So, but not sure about Mexico. You're thinking that might be something that's new. There's always something new popping up. So,
Yeah. That blue form that you refer to on the way back, is that called a customs form?
Yes, you'll go through immigration first with your passport, and then you pick up your bag. So it's something that the customs officers usually grab from you. In fact, when you get, if you don't have global entry and you're coming back from Europe through like Chicago, they will actually give you one of those blue forms after you show them your passport, just to say that they are doing that. But I think they're going to eventually make this completely paperless, just due to the fact of, since COVID, they're finding out it's not necessary. And I think
because I went on. I'm sorry. I went online and I see some sites say that I need to fill out the FMM, and some sites say it's no longer needed for Puerto Vallarta. So I'm very confused.
Yeah, I'm seeing. I went direct to the Puerto Vallarta tourism website. It's called Vallarta Info, and they're saying you no longer use the FMM. You will have a stamp in your passport, and in that stamp will be written the number of days you may be in Mexico. So I think either way, I don't think you have to worry about it too badly. When you arrive, they'll tell you the right procedures, but I don't think you have to do anything in advance.
Okay.
Right.
Wonderful.
Thanks, Linda. Have a great trip.
Okay.
855-616-1620, the WTMJ Talking Text Line. We do have to take another break. When we come back, George is on the line from Battle Creek, Michigan. We'll talk about river cruises on the Fox World Travel Show on WTMJ.
Be our eyes on the road. See something out there that I should know about?
There was an incident on Blue Mountain Road going eastbound where 2 lanes are blocked.
Call me, Debbie Loziga, at the Hall Volkswagen Traffic Tip Line at 414-238-9329.
Hi, Debbie, Michael. I-94 eastbound, there is a crash that the sheriff now has the right lane blocked.
The drive affects you. Why not be part of it? Give me a call, 414-238-9329.
You're off to see the wonderful world, and then it's back to your own castle. Make sure yours is beautiful and up to date. Siding Unlimited, Wisconsin's best contractor for everything on the outside of your castle, welcomes you home to the best it can be. You should not have to worry about your home's integrity while you are away. Let Siding Unlimited ensure it with all the best exterior products. Hometown Siding Unlimited is recognized as one of the best contractors in America by the manufacturers of the nation's best products in siding, roofing, decks, and especially windows. They have the awards. Take the initiative, and Siding Unlimited will make you proud to come home every time, whether it's from an exotic tour or from the grocery store. Set up an appointment with Siding Unlimited for your castle renewal now, and we'll see you when you get back. Bon voyage from Siding Unlimited, and then welcome home. SidingUnlimited.com.
Panic strikes as you realize on Wednesday that Thursday is your anniversary. The reservations being secured.
We'll see you at 8.
The gift being purchased. Yeah, you've got this. Just like Associated Bank's got you with early pay up to 2 days early on direct deposits. So even though they call you Last Minute Lisa, we'll make your last minute scrambling a bit easier. You've got this with early pay from Associated Bank. See associatedbank.com/checking or ask a banker for details. Member FDIC.
For over a century, local broadcasting has evolved with the needs of the community. We move past the stigmas of opinion journalism and bring the most relevant news online, on air, and on the go. You have trusted us with your news, sports, weather, and entertainment. Trust us to keep moving with you. Text radio to 52886 and tell Congress local broadcasting is here to stay.
WTMJ, W277CV, and WKTI HD2 Milwaukee from the Annex Wealth Management Studios. This is News Radio WTMJ, a good karma brand station.
Before you pack your suitcase, hear from the experts. Here's more of the Fox World Travel Show on WTMJ.
Thank you for joining us. Colleen Alsberg, Dayton Kane here, Rose Gray in Mexico.
Yeah, she's lucky she missed that snowstorm.
Yeah, that is true.
So jealous.
Let's thank George in Battle Creek, Michigan for hanging on the line. What's your question, George?
Yeah, my wife and I are all near 80, and we're thinking about a river cruise. We had one booked 5 or 6 years ago, and the company switched it from to a dancing cruise, so we canceled that. Now we're kind of harder to walk around. You have to do a lot of walking on that.
Well, the nice thing, George, is that on a river cruise, you can do as little or as much as you want when it comes to walking. The good thing about river cruising is it's the boarding process on and off super easy. It's probably 50 feet from the ship to the side of the shore. And they also offer what is called usually gentle walkers tours. So if you do have an issue with walking, they will just sign up for the gentle walkers. They do the same type of tours that everybody else is doing, but they maybe abbreviate it a little bit, or they will take you by cab or bus to get to a little closer to some of the areas. And then they also monitor you as well to see if you're still comfortable. And if you're not comfortable, they'll put you in a cab, send you back to the ships where you can go to the lounge, grab a drink, and just relax and enjoy the scenery. So river cruising is actually one of the best things for someone who has
and they're
issues.
Smaller ships too, right?
Absolutely.
So you're not trying to get around a huge ship.
Right, exactly.
What's the best season to go if we're planning to book one now?
Where are you going? Europe?
The Rhine. You talked
Rhine?
about the
Okay.
Rhine, yeah.
I like to go, I kind of stay away from the summer. I usually go either in the spring or the fall. We call those shoulder seasons. Prices are usually a little better. Crowds are down. The summer is usually pretty busy. It could get pretty hot. So I love my May tours. I love my September tours. They're just perfect, even into October.
May and June be okay?
June would be fine. I'd probably go a little bit earlier in June just to avoid some of the crowds when those kids start getting out of school. Not that there's kids on board; it just gets busy in the cities that you're hitting.
Do any of those go on sale on the Black Friday sale?
I believe there are some great sales on that, so I would just give us a call on Monday or send one of those contact forms out online, and they can find you some great sales, because I know there were some that were offering even some free airfare and things like that, so you might want to look in that.
Okay, we fly out of Detroit. Would that be a good connection to Europe?
That's a perfect connection to Europe, especially if you're looking at the Rhine, because you've got those direct flights to Amsterdam.
Okay, thank you, for both of you very much.
All right. Thanks, George. Have a great weekend. Enjoy that trip. FWT to 855-616-1620. Get you those Black Friday deals that Colleen was just talking about. FWT to 855-616-1620. For those of you who have been listening all hour, you know we talked about Gigi Bromage and that she was going to be on the show. Unfortunately, something came up and she wasn't able to be on with us this week. You think we can get her next week?
I'm going to shoot for next week. Yes, absolutely.
And what is she talking about? There's a trip
Yeah, we just announced that she's going to be the tour manager on our Paris to Rome trip, which is just a fabulous group tour that we're offering. It's May 15th through the 27th. It's an 11-day tour. We do 2 nights in Paris, 2 nights in Switzerland, in Lucerne. Then we go to Innsbruck for a night. Then we pop over to Italy, which is fantastic. We'll do 2 nights in Venice, 2 nights in Florence, and 2 nights in Rome. I mean, how fantastic does that sound? This is one of Gigi's very favorite trips, and so we put it together with her advice in mind. And I know we were working on air as well, and I think we've got some really decent air schedules too, like direct Chicago to Paris and direct Rome to Chicago. So if you're thinking about this trip, it's a fantastic time of the year to go. Crowds are down. You're going to have some beautiful Paris in the springtime. Obviously, it's going to be gorgeous. I love all of these cities. There's nothing here that I don't love. It's hard to pick a favorite. I love Lucerne. Innsbruck is so beautiful. Venice, strolling through the canals, and oh my gosh, it's just amazing. So take a look at that on our website. It's one of our group vacations. So it's called Paris to Rome, Cities, Countrysides, and Canals.
Okay, and hopefully we'll get her on next week.
Yes.
All right, so wrap it up for everybody. What do you guys all cover when it comes to Fox World Travel?
We are an all-encompassing travel management company. We do corporate, we do meetings and incentives, we do vacation travel, the fun stuff, and within the vacation travel team, we have destination weddings. We have a fabulous team that puts together wonderful trips for you and your families, or if you just want to go on your own and get married somewhere. So we do everything. So if anything travel pops up, just give us a call, send us a text, send us an email, and we will get on it and help you with your travel needs.
And every advisor is specialized too, and meaning no commission base here. So they're not going to try to get you to sell you something. What they're going to do is connect that person to the right person for the job, who knows the area you're looking to go to.
Correct. And even if you're talking to one of our advisors and they feel that they're not the perfect person to talk to, they will refer you to one of our other advisors. We have so many experts. There's so many that people that we can go to. Even I go to people. I'll go to Marissa on a whim just for Disney, because I don't know anything about Disney, and she's the best. So we have Disney experts. We have European experts. We have Asian experts. We have just the gambit of people that can help you get where you need to be in the world.
And what award is Rose picking up this weekend?
Oh my gosh, I don't even know. How terrible is that? I know it's something I think it's with ALG. Is that terrible?
It is, yeah.
We win so many awards. I kind of lose track
of them all. It's such
It'll
a
be
tough
announced on Monday.
All right. That does it. You're here next week, right?
I am here next week.
Because she's going to be in Mexico again with her family.
Yes, exactly.
An actual vacation.
On a vacation, right. So they make me work. So
Danny Clayton and the crew from Annex Wealth Management coming in next with Money Talk. We'll also check into the WTMJ Breaking News Center with David Ozady Scott. That does it for the Fox World Travel Show.
The preceding program, the Fox World Travel Show, is paid for in full by Fox World Travel. The advice and opinions expressed during the Fox World Travel Show are solely that of the hosts and guests of Fox World Travel and not WTMJ or Good Karma Brand.